So I looked up BadWolfRoxy 89 after writing out my script, and holy shit, this artist is actually really good. Go check him out. Hey all, what's up? My name's Xcore, and welcome to DeviantWhy, the show on the internet where I look at deviant art and wonder why the hell would someone make this. Now, I honestly didn't expect the first episode of DeviantWhy to end up this way, but what better way to get my foot in the door of the art ranting community than to make a video on the most well-known and simultaneously most notorious ranter, SavDraws. If you were hoping for a more political video, don't go anywhere, I'm gonna have something coming up for you next. Now, I'm gonna be real with you for a second. I actually do enjoy some of her videos, particularly her Mary Sue videos. Honestly, I'd be lying if I said those didn't play at least a minor part in me starting my How to Draw series. But here's where I have my problems, and you'll see what I mean later on. Her criticism seems to be a little bit destructive to the artists and their work. And if there's one thing you need to know about giving criticism, especially in the art world, you have to do it in such a way where it's going to benefit the artist. Because if it's not, then what's the point? And this girl has 44,000 subscribers, mind you. In other words, she's got at least some sort of influence on today's DeviantWhy user base. And having someone who critiques the way that she does as sort of the face for the artist ranting community isn't really doing a huge favor. But enough of my rambling, let's just get into the video. And right off the bat, we've got obnoxious music that makes me want to click off this video as quickly as possible. This is honestly worse than Milo Stewart's intro. Classy.
Hello everyone, my name is SavDraws. Before we get started, this is the featured fan art for this video. If you like this video, poke that like button, subscribe for more content, and links in the description to everything that you see. And let's get started. Yes,
Oh, look at me, I'm so funny and edgy. Yes, Sav, that is exactly what you sound like right now.
This is going to be an OC review. I actually found this OC about a month or two ago. And it was pointed out to me by Pastel. We were just messing around on DeviantArt and it came up. I don't know where we found this. I think I found another OC of theirs and we were going through their gallery and it just kind of came up. And it kind of stood out to me a little bit. Mainly because I wanted to punch it, yes.
Way to start out this video by outright insulting this artist's work. I'm sure that makes Roxy feel all kinds of warm and fuzzy inside.
Mainly because...
Oh my god. It's... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, the cringe.
Nobody wants to hear you masturbate. Put the dildo down.
Anyway, so basically what this character is that this character's name is Kenzo, and I guess he is a Siberian Husky.
I guess he's a Siberian Husky. Well, that's what those words say! Wow, you're so smart, Sav! Please bless us with more of your wisdom!
And let's just take a look and look at this character here. Does this look like a Siberian Husky? What? I'm sorry. What? What is this? Like, I'm legitly, like, confused on why this... I mean, I can understand, like, the tail and the face, kind of. But everything else, like, Huskies don't have neon green. Neon green has nothing to do with Huskies.
Yes. All of the more animalistic parts of the character look like the species he's portrayed as. So props to the artist for making sure those parts are recognizable. As for the colors, have you seen a furry before, Sav? You know that, like, very rarely do Fursona characters actually look like the animals they're supposed to be portrayed as.
And why do they have to add the green nostrils? Like, and the tongue piercing. Like, why? What the fuck?
Maybe to keep consistent with the color palette, to make the artwork a little more interesting. Do you know anything about color theory at all?
Anyway, let's read the bio here. Enough with how the character looks. If you guys don't know, I'm really against neon colors in characters. Neon colors can be used in moderation, but I feel like with this character, it's kind of overused.
How is neon overused in this character? I look at it and I see a pretty nice balance between the neon green and the more neutral colors in this character's design. Now something like this, one of my older drawings, yeah, neon colors are a little bit overused. Do you see the difference here? One makes your eyes want to commit suicide because it's so fucking eye-searingly bright, and the other has its colors used in a way where the neons create interest within the character's design.
Like, neon green, bam, it stands out, bam, neon green and black, bam, neon green and gray, bam, edge.
Why is everything you don't like considered edgy to you? Jesus Christ, man.
And no, I don't have another word for edge. Sorry.
How does one thesaurus?
And I find it funny how they choose the fur color to be the same color as the background, so that we didn't have to color it.
Dude, what are you talking about here? The fur is clearly a different luminosity than the background. Jesus Christ, get your shit together. I'm not even 3 minutes into this video and I'm already done with your shit.
Anyway, so let's just get right into it here. Alright. Name is Kenzo. Age is 20 in human years. Like, what? Hold on. This character is 140 years old in dog years. Oh boy, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Please, never sing again. It hurts. It physically hurts to listen to this. Also, yes, the character is 20 years old. Have you forgotten that he's an anthropomorphic canine, meaning that he consists of both human and animal qualities? That's kind of the point.
What's so Anyway.
Thanks for brutally raping my ears. I didn't need to be able to hear anyway.
Sexual orientation is straight. Species is Siberian Husky. Voice is kind of like the same voice as Joker from Mass Effect. Okay. Clothing style is tank tops, t-shirts with or without print, baggy pants, baggy shorts, can wear a necklace with his symbol on, arm sweatbands, hoodies, and sneakers. But he's not. He's not wearing clothes in the reference image.
Many fur artists draw their characters nude in the reference photos, so when they commission another artist to draw them, they'll have a better understanding of what the character looks like. That way they can change the position, type, size, style, length of the clothing, or whether the character is going to be wearing clothing at all in the first place. Literally every Persona reference I've seen is like this. Now I agree, it would have made more sense if the artist copy-pasted their character next to the unclothed one and added some clothing to him to better show off his style, but to each their own.
Okay. Apparently he is that his clothes that he's wearing now? Cause he has a green fucking bulge and he doesn't have a dick! He doesn't have a dick!
Dog anatomy, for fuck's sake, man. Dog dicks don't work like human dicks. Some fur artists choose to make the characters more human in that aspect, and others like this one prefer to keep this particular area more animal-like.
Personality is an energetic person, but not too much energetic. What? Wait. An energetic person, but not too much energetic. Oh. What? I cannot English!
Yes, the grammar bothers me too. But I mean, you're no better, Sav. You do remember in one of your disclaimers, you explicitly typed, "This video contains jokes. Don't get butthurt over by critics." How to sentence, Sav? Yes, I can play that game too. Also, typos exist. Typos happen, and everyone makes them. So don't get so worked up over a few errors. At least you can understand what the artist is trying to say.
He is an extrovert. He can be quiet provoking when he's having a bad day, but is really forgiving. What? He can be quiet provoking. Don't you mean quite provoking? Oh, let's hope English isn't your first language. Helpful and kind-hearted, sometimes too much for his own good. He can tempt to be kind of naive, which have resulted in some people abused his kindness for their own good, which have resulted in some people abused his kindness for their own good. What is sentence? A real goof, loves to be funny and joke around. He is a huge family person, loves his family, especially his mom. Okay, so apparently he has a lot of good traits. Now, to create a good character, you have to have a lot of good and bad traits. I spot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and possibly 2 bad ones. So 5 to 2 isn't really a good ratio. I would probably give him about 3 or 4 bad traits, just to make it about even. So there's, not even 3. I'd give him about 4, because if you want to have a good character, you need to have good and bad personality traits. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their flaws, and to add someone who has no flaws is very, very just perfect in every way,
I don't see a flawless character here. He's a character who's really friendly, so much that at times he allows people to take advantage of him. How is that a 100% positive trait? Characters need to have both positive and negative traits, I agree. However, there are positive traits that can be turned into negatives depending on the situation a character is put in. But that goes into more dynamic writing and less into just character bio descriptions.
Story. He has never known his dad, always lived alone with his mom. His dad left her mom. His dad left his mom when she was pregnant because he didn't want to have anything to do with Kenzo. Her pregnancy was pretty much an accident, but she wanted to keep the baby. Now that's actually something that I could believe happened in the real world. So that I wouldn't be considered a Mary Sue-ish trait. I honestly think that happens very often, and that is not a bad thing.
Traits that are considered by many to be Mary Sue-ish can be used without the character becoming a textbook Mary Sue. You do realize that, right? Example, and I'm gonna try and make this one quick. If any of you are following me on any of my art profiles, you've probably seen Yoi before. Some Mary Sue-ish traits that can be seen in the just appearance alone include the unusual hairstyle, the heterochromic eyes, the unusually thin body, and while you might not be able to see it at first, the fact this character is non-human. Without knowing anything about this character, this might seem a little bit Sue-ish. However, once knowing more information about the character, like the fact that he's a dependent drug addict and the substances he abuses causes his metabolism to rise, thus causing his abnormally thin body and resulting in his kind of botched idea of a hairstyle. The left eye being artificial and doesn't match the natural eye on the right due to many errors in its creation, and the fact that the story he's part of literally takes place on an alien planet. There's a reason behind these aspects of the characters. If I went, let's make it skinny because potato, then that'd be pretty Sue-ish in my eyes.
A few years ago, his mom was diagnosed with cancer, which devastated Kenzo in such a way it made him visit her every single day at the hospital, and he took care of her at home. And after she was cured and had a successful recovery, she was cured! Oh, cancer cure! There's a cure for cancer! Woo!
Yeah, cancer's curable, you fucking retard.
And had a successful recovery. Kenzo has been living with the inner fear of losing her ever since. Sorry to break it to you, but people die. When he was younger, he took drugs and was kind of in a bad friend circle at the time. After one of his friends died from an overdose, he completely erased it out of his life. Well, geez, he just lives an edgy fucking life, doesn't he? He works at a place that helps people getting out of drug abuse. For his young age, he has experienced a lot and wants to use his experience to help others and make a difference for people who needs it. So, other than the fact that he's very edgy, he actually takes his bad comings and makes it into a good outcome, which oftenly doesn't happen with a lot of OCs. Like,
what do you mean that doesn't happen? What the shit are you talking about? When someone goes through a negative experience in their life, more often than not, they won't want to see anyone else, especially anyone they're close to them, have to go through the same thing. It's called empathy.
It's good that they have a reason for how he acts and how he thinks. There's always a reason on why you act a certain way because of psychology. And I feel like this person has a very good understanding of how the past can influence your behavior to things or people. He is a real techno head and a huge love for techno music.
Fuck yeah, hot down, my man. Hit me up, BadWolfRoxy 89.
Goes to raves and concerts. Oh, that explains the neon green.
Fuck!
Loves to go to the local discotheque. Glow sticks. Toxic headphones. He's given the nickname Toxic because of that. His mom, shuffling, can sometimes do it at totally random places when he listens to music. His friends and kids. He really wants to have his own family when he gets older. He hates violent people, disrespectful people, and abusive people. Oh, doesn't fucking everybody? God damn. I find it funny how you have a lot of love options there and only hate, you know, the basic fucking things that everyone hates. Like, you cannot be any more unoriginal with the things that he hates. Like, legit, like, why? Like, everybody does not like violent, disrespectful, and abusive people. Like, that's not something you go about saying you like, you know? It's very obvious that people don't like that kind of thing. And honestly, I feel like this person should give more thought into that part.
Yeah, I agree. Mentioning the distaste for these specific things is pretty redundant, considering most, if not all, people have a distaste for these traits. I'm personally not a huge fan of the likes, dislikes, lists, and bios, or just lists in general, you know, see bios. However, if you're gonna do that, bring up likes and dislikes that are specific to the character. For example, if he has a strong dislike for pineapples, or maybe he really doesn't enjoy a certain type of music, or he doesn't like a particular character that exists in his universe, those are things worth mentioning in the dislike section. It'd be like me saying, you know what I really like? Not being sick. Who the fuck likes being sick?
He has a very good understanding of psychological understanding, but the fact that he doesn't really know how to build personality and likes and dislikes, he only knows, like, how he acts. And it's very interesting because it seems like they haven't really put much thought into the character itself, but the story, it seems like they put more thought into the story than they do the actual character, which I don't mind, but if you're gonna have a really edgy OC like this, I would recommend maybe changing it up a bit. The fact that he uses neon green all the time, and how it's embedded in his fucking skin, would not be the greatest option, because you don't know if you're gonna be a raver when you're 5. Like, legit, like, you just don't know. And if you're born with neon green, it's like, oh my god, I'm born with neon green, I'm gonna go fucking to a rave because that's where I belong.
Yes, they don't know when they're born what their interests are going to be. It's obviously more of a design choice to allude to the character's personality and who they are. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that.
What am I doing? Oh yeah.
I see your attention span is less than mine. That's a shocker.
Anyway, that's my overall thoughts on this character. I don't think it's bad, but I do think it needs some improvement. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, poke that like button, subscribe for more content, links in the description. I love you all so very much, and I hope you have a very, 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 very awesome day, and goodbye. Bye.
And more annoying shit for the outro. Ah yes, we have to add in one more put down to the artist before closing off this train wreck of a supposed OC review. What are my final thoughts? I know a lot of people have responded to this already, so I'll try to keep it brief. The way you critique is not constructive in the slightest. It does absolutely nothing to help the artist improve, nor does it do anything to make the artist want to improve. If I was someone who had their OC reviewed like this, I would be absolutely devastated by the blatant disrespect the reviewer displayed throughout their commentary. This kind of criticism makes me think, oh, this person doesn't have anything useful to bring to the table. Fuck that. This isn't advice. This isn't useful criticism at all. I've received both really constructive and really destructive criticism towards my art, my writing, and my characters. And this is purely the latter. And I know you watched a bunch of critiques other YouTube art writers have given you, and your attitude towards their advice is absolute shit. Listen to what people are saying and try to use that to improve, rather than just dismissing as, "Oh, they're just haters." I'm done here, guys. Don't forget to like and share the video to help my channel grow if you enjoyed it, and demolish that subscribe button with your cursor while you're at it. Have a good day or night. I am Control Time, and I'll catch you in the next video.